Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are starting up our analyze phase. If you have been going till now, if you have been following the videos till now, you might already know that we have we have completed our define and measure phase till now, and today we are going live on the analyze phase. So this is just a start of this for all of you. We will complete the all the sessions for analyze phase one by one, the way we have completed further. Now for analyze phase, there are 5 different areas in or topics we have to cover. First is the process analysis tool, then root cause analysis, data analysis, and then correlation and regression, right? So I'll just give you some insights on what is analyze phase. Before that, let's go back to the define and measure phase. On define phase, we have completed a problem statement. So we identified a problem, we ensured that we have a problem statement. On the measure phase, we measured how big is the problem is, and in the analyze phase, what we essentially have to do is we will analyze the root cause. Now I'm starting up with this game. If you would have played till now, Chinese whisper, right? So what happens is, this game is, we start with someone, right? We start with someone and then we move to the next participant, to the next, right? So this person who starts here starts with one sentence or one story, and once you go on and on, it is communicated to one person, then to another, then to another, like this, right? The same story has to be communicated. By the time you reach to the end of this person, you will find that most of the things are lost, right? So that I am trying to relate you with the waste in the process, right? So you start with something, and so let's consider this as process 1, then you are moving to process 2, then to process 3, then to process 4, right? And you have an end process after that. And the objective of this process is to communicate 100% till the end, but you start with 100%, then you end up 90 in the second step, 80% in the third step, and then finally when you reach the end, maybe you are left with 10 or 20%, right? So why this happens? In analyze phase, first we check one of the objective is root cause analysis, for why there is a waste or variation in the process. The second is confirm that this root causes are the causes for the waste through hypothesis testing, right? And then use those tools to improve it, right? Say for example, we have you all might have gone through this process. This is an interview process. In the interview process, first there is a screening, then there is a interview assessment or some sort of assessment, right? The candidate assessment through CV. This is the CV screening process. Then there is an interview assessment, and then finally this is assessment for the interview, and then finally you have an interview assessment. If you would have seen, you normally start with 1000 or more candidates here, then by the time you come here, you would be left with only 20 candidates, right? And you will be ending up interviewing only maybe 3 or 4 candidates. Out of that, maybe one you can select and they can join, right? So the rest of the CVs, whatever is processed, gets processed. about 800, 900 CVs, those are all waste, right? And why they came into this funnel at all? So that's what we will try to learn in the analyze phase, right? And across all these things, since you would have inputs, the waste in the process you won't know just by looking at the outputs. You must be looking at the inputs also, so that you can know in depth on what is happening at the input level and find the root causes for that and solve it, right? So this is what the analysis phase is. What we do is, first we list out all the probable excess here, right? All the excess are the inputs. Then we find the identify the critical excess. So we identify the critical excess here, which are critical for all this excess. So suppose we have 10 inputs we have found out, and out of those 10 inputs, we might say that only 3 are critical, right? Then we verify the sufficiency of the critical excess for the project. So then we will check, out of this 3 critical excess, whatever we have found, are this sufficient enough to meet your outcome objective, or else we have to create new inputs for this, right? So this session I'm just going to start with 5S, which is the simplest of tools, and then next session we will go into FMEA. So 5S, this is the simplest of tools available. You might and I'm just trying to tell you from a office point of view where you might be already working. Everything are in a scattered manner, right? Everything are in a scattered manner, right? Now after using 5S, what we do is we structured it, right? So everything should be in its place, right? There should be no waste, right? So this is the simplest of example, but what it does now, if you consider this and consider this, the waste in the process, let's take you are working here and you have to find a document, right? Find a document. Now practically what you have to do, you might have to go through this pile, this pile, this pile of document, this pile of document. There is something down also, right? There is something here again. You have to go through all these documents and then you might be able to find it. You never know. Now after structuring all these things, so this is the pile, you can look, and if you tag here also, you can get exactly what you want, right? So you are saving time here, right? And time is also can be a waste, right, in the process, for which your cycle time can be delayed, right? This is what we do in case of a 5S. So first one is we sort it first, right? We sort everything first. You can sort, and this is not only for a physical place. If you talk about your desktop also, you can sort it out everything. So first sort, maybe category wise, right? You can sort it category wise, you can sort it file type wise, right? You can sort it anytime. First sort it out, make different piles maybe, right? Once you sort all these things out, then set all these things in order. So small to large, right? Also it can be frequency of use, right? Then another can be how critical it is to find that a tool or document. If you want some tool or document in 2-3 seconds time or 5 minutes time, right? Based on that also again you can sort. Once you sort, shine is nothing but cleaning all these areas. Mostly it is coming from manufacturing, but for a service industry, or if you talk about your desktop, I always give that example because it is easy to relate. If you talk about your your own desktop. Shine means it is nothing but deleting all those files, right? What is not needed. So you are cleaning all these things up. So that is shine in a service area. Then you standardize everything. So once you sort everything, then you standardize so that you can have everything in its place, right? So the quote is in 5S what they use is everything should be in its place, everything should have a place, and everything should be in its place. That's how you standardize it, right? Then you sustain it, keep doing the same thing, keep repeating the same thing again and again, right? So this is broadly the activity wise what we have to do. In the sort stage, first we identify all items. This is step wise how exactly you have to do. You have to identify all the items, then distinguish between essential and non-essential item, place any non-essential item in an appropriate place, not in the work area, regularly check that only essential items are in the work area, right? So these are the steps you have to take in sort. Then straighten all these things, identify the best location for each essential item. Once you straighten all these things, then move to shine, right? Again, try to relate it with your own desktop. If you are working in a service industry, that will help you to understand this shine. Then you standardize, follow some process where you keep doing the same things, right? And you don't go back to your previous process of not working all this thing. Then you sustain it. Again, clean up after completion of a job and before commencing job. Maybe weekly once you can schedule something to sustain, right? So that's how 5S can help you everywhere, and I would recommend you if you can start from your home, it would be great for all of you. Now this is what another example, this is on the office shelf or something, how you can structure it, organize it in a better way, right? And that's it for 5S. The next session we will discuss on the details of FME, a brief of FME. Thank you. Thanks a lot.